Does your Nintendo Switch have the dreaded not charging and won't turn on? Well, you've come to the right place. My name's Chase and I own a repair shop near Detroit, Michigan. The first thing we can check is the charging port. As you can see with our charging port, we have a couple bent pins here. So we're gonna have to replace this. All right, and about 2 seconds later, we got the motherboard out. Let's go to the microscope and chase the fix. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is use some flux around the port, and that's gonna help the solder to flow. And we're going to use the hot air station to heat up the port, and we're going to remove it. Alright, so the first thing I do after I remove a USB-C port is I check a couple of points to see if they're shorted. So let's go check them with our multimeter. So I have a multimeter here in continuity mode. When I put the two probes together, they will beep. And so what we're looking for is we're going to put one of our probes on ground here. It does not matter which color you put on ground, but we're going to test some points here and see if they're shorted. That is a good one that's not shorted, which is awesome. And this one is not shorted either. Let's check these. These are notorious for shorting. Perfect. Nothing there. Check here. Here. Okay, cool. We're good. And check here. All right. We are good on that side. Now coming down the way, we're going to check this IC right over here. Same type of thing. One probe on ground. And check these capacitors here. And see if any of them are shorted. And none of them are, so we are good. And if I flip the motherboard over, as you can see, there are no pins here, so this is the back side of the motherboard. There is an HDMI USB-C chip right here. It is good practice to check this capacitor for continuity, which we already checked a cap on the other side of the board that is in line with this one. So we'll check it, and it won't show short because the other one is not shorted either. Now we're gonna just use some hot air under the motherboard here. Heat up these through holes so that we can install our new USB-C connector. To these pins exposed, let's touch them up with a soldering iron. Perfect. Let's quickly touch up these anchor points. And our pins look super fresh. Clean off the whole port with isopropyl alcohol and a brush. Alright, so after a couple of minutes on the charger, this thing is working flawlessly. The customer will be ready to get back in the game. If you like this video, subscribe!